Okay, guys, we're going to get started today with some phonics. Okay, so let's put our little thing here so we can get our spotlight. Okay, all right, so let's read together. Okay, the letters ear, and or can make the sounds you hear in the middle of the words of term, bird, curl, and worm. Okay, so these are our sounds for today. So say it with me, okay? Erd, or. Okay, so they all kind of sound the same, right? They're just different letters, but this sound is very, very, very similar, okay? For no matter what letter you're using, it's going to sound the same, okay? So let's kind of talk about this again. Okay, so let's read this one more time. The letters and or can make the sounds you hear in the middle of the words term, bird, curl, and worm. Okay, they all kind of sound the same. Okay, so let's read some words together that have these sounds inside of them. Okay, ready? Girl, dirt, hurt, her, worked, third, turns, verb, first, shirt, word, and nurse. Okay, good. Nice job reading those words together. Very excellent. Okay, let's read the sentence together. Did that burst of thunder wake Herb? Herb woke up first and turned over. Okay, so did the thunder wake up Herb? No, he woke up first and turned over to hear it. Okay, good, excellent. Let's read the sentences together one more time. Did that burst of thunder wake Herb? Herb woke up first and turned over. Okay, good, excellent. Okay, look for these words with and or in a bird named Fern. Okay, so we're going to look for these words while we read. Bird, fern, world, herself, her, surprised. Okay, let's say this word again one more time. Surprised. Okay, good. Better, turned, first. Okay, good, excellent. All right, let's go. Okay, our genre, our category for this sentence, for this story is what? It is fantasy, okay? Just like the story that we read about the kitten. It's the same genre, the same category, okay? Essential question, our most important question. What can you see in the sky? Okay, so think about all the things that you can see in the sky. Clouds, birds, stars, the moon. Okay, so there's a lot of things we can see in the sky. Read how a bird named Fern learns about clouds. Okay, so what is our story about? It's about a bird. What's her name? Fern, very good. What is she going to learn about? She's going to learn about clouds, okay? So good. Let's read together. Okay, so there's a bird with a worm. Okay. A bird named Fern. Okay, that's the name of our story. A bird named Fern. Okay, let's read together. Okay. Little Fern was always full of questions. She wanted to know about everything in the world. Okay, so she's very curious. She's curious. She wants to know a lot of different things in the world. Okay, good. Let's read the sentences again together. Ready? Little Fern was always full of questions. She wanted to know about everything in the world. Okay, so that is who? Who is this? Fern, very good. Excellent. Let's keep going. What do you see here? What does that look like? A ship, right? Yeah, it definitely looks like a ship. Okay. One day, Fern saw something up in the sky. What is that big white boat doing in the sky? She asked herself. I want to find out. Okay, so she's looking at the sky and she's seeing what? What is the boat really? What is it? It's a cloud, right? Okay, but she thinks it's a boat, so she wants to find out more about it. Okay, let's read this again together one more time. Ready? Read with Teacher Anya. One day, Fern saw something pop up in the sky. Whoops, Teacher Anya read that wrong. She added a word. Let's read it again together, okay? One day, Fern saw something up in the sky. What is that big white boat doing in the sky? She asked herself. I want to find out. It would be great to ride on the big white boat, Fern said. So she stretched her wings and took off. Okay, so she's going to find out what the boat will be like. Okay, let's read this again together. Read with Teacher Anya. It would be great to ride on that big white boat, Fern said. So she stretched her wings and took off. Okay, so she's like, bye-bye, I'm going to see what the cloud is, what the boat is. Okay. She's flying up into the sky. Ready? Let's read together. Fern's wings helped her climb up, up, up. But when she got close to the boat, she was surprised. The boat looked like a fluffy bed. Okay, why is that? Why would the boat change shapes? Do clouds stay the same shape? No, they change, right? Because of the wind that blows them. So if she saw a boat, it might look very different when she got to it because it has changed shape. That's what clouds do. Okay, let's read again together. Fern's wings helped her climb up, up, up. But when she got close to the boat, she was surprised. The boat looked like a fluffy bed. Fern was sleepy and wanted to rest, so she leaped into the bed, but she fell right through it. Ah! Okay, why? Are clouds solid? Are they solid? Can we lay down on a cloud? No, okay, they're just vapor, so they're not solid, so you can't lay down on a cloud, right? Okay, let's read the sentence again together one more time. Fern was sleepy and wanted to rest, so she leaped on the bed, but she fell right through it, okay? So whoosh, through the cloud, okay? Let's keep going. Oh, she's falling through the cloud, okay? Woo! Okay. I see another bed, said Fern. I will try to land on that one. But the same thing happened again. I'd better go home, cried Fern. Maybe Mom and Dad can explain this. Okay, let's read it together again one more time. Ready? Read with Teacher Anya. I see another bed, said Fern. I will try to land on that one. But the same thing happened again. I'd better go home, cried Fern. Maybe Mom and Dad can explain this. Okay, so she's confused. Okay, wow, this is a lot of reading, okay? Do you think you can do it? Okay, let's read together. Ready? So Fern began to fly home. As she did, the beds turned dark gray. Then it started to rain. Poor Fern was soaked when she got home. Where were you? Asked Mom and Dad. Fern told them all about her trip. First, we will dry you off, said Mom. Then we will teach you about clouds, added Dad. And that is what they did. Okay, good. Nice job reading that. That was a lot of English. Very good. Okay, so let's learn about the clouds with Fern, okay? Right, so her mom and dad are going to teach her about the clouds and that they're not really beds. We can't lay down on them, right? Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, what did the clouds look like to Fern? Two things. What did they look like? Do you remember? They looked like, first they looked like a boat, and then they looked like what? Then they looked like a bed. Remember, she tried to lay down on them, okay? So they looked like a bed, okay? So they look like two things to her. Okay, good. Nice job remembering. Okay, comprehension. Comprehension just means understanding something, okay? So the thing we're going to try to understand this week is cause and effect, okay? So cause and effect. A cause is what makes something happen in a story. Okay, let's read that again together because that's really important. Okay, a cause is what makes something happen in a story. Okay, an effect is the event that happens. Okay, so a cause makes something happen, the effect is what actually happens. Okay, to figure out cause and effect, ask yourself, what happened? Why did it happen? Okay, easy questions. What happened? Why? Okay, that's cause and effect. All right, let's keep going. Find text evidence. Find a cause and its effect in the story. Okay, so let's read this sentences together. It would be great to ride on that big white boat, Fern said. Okay, so this is the cause. Then what happens? Okay, what happened? So she stretched her wings and took off. That's the effect. Okay, that's the effect. All right, so it would be great to ride on that big white boat, Fern said. So she stretched her wings and took off. Okay, so that's the cause. Okay, and the effect. Let's keep going. Okay, here's some more examples so we can learn together. Okay, ready? Let's read. Cause and effect, okay? Cause. Fern wanted to ride on the big white boat. Okay, so then what happens? Fern stretched her wings and took off. Okay, cause and effect. Ready? Next one. The boat looked like a fluffy bed up close. Okay, what happened? What's the effect? Fern was surprised. Okay, good. Now, the third one. It started to rain. Okay, what happened? What's the effect? Fern got soaked. Okay, she got soaked. Okay, talk about the cause and effect of story events in a bird named Fern. Okay, so what are the causes and effects? So what does she want to see? She wants to see the clouds. What does she think the clouds are? She thinks the cloud is a boat, right? So what does she do to go see the boat? What's the effect? What does she do? She flies up into the sky, okay? When she gets there, the cloud looks like a bed, right? What does she want to do? What's the effect? So she sees the cloud. It looks like a bed. What's the effect? She wants to lay down on the bed. So she falls through the cloud. Okay? All right, awesome. Okay, readers to writers. Word choice. Albert wrote a description of a place. He used many adjectives, okay? An adjective is a word that describes something, okay? So Albert's description, let's read it together. It was a hot day. Whoops, we lost our spotlight. I found a big cave. It was dark and quiet inside. I was surprised to see a soft red mat. That's super weird. Okay, tell what adjectives Albert used in his description? Let's read this together one more time and we'll circle the adjectives, okay? It was a hot day. I found a big cave. It was dark and quiet inside. I was surprised to see a soft red mat. Okay, so these are all of the adjectives. These are all the words that describe what Albert is seeing. Think about what words you might use. So a cave is dark and quiet. Is a cave wet inside? Yeah, they're really wet. There's usually a lot of water. So we could use a wet cave, okay? It was a hot day. Could you be very sweaty on a hot day? Yeah, right? Okay. I found a big cave. What if we found a small cave? What could we say? I found a little cave, right? Very good. Excellent. Okay, so it was dark and quiet. Okay. I was surprised to see a soft red mat. Okay, that's kind of weird, right? Why would there be a mat inside the cave? Okay, we don't know why. They don't tell us in the story. Okay, writers. Adjectives are words that describe. They may describe size, shape, number, and color. They may tell how things look, sound, feel, smell, and taste. Okay, so here's a big thing. I found a big cave. Okay, good. Let's read this sentence together one more time. Ready? I found a big cave. It was dark and quiet inside. Okay, so let's read this again one more time. Ready? Read with Teacher Anya. It was dark and quiet inside. Okay, your turn. Find more adjectives in Albert's description. We did that already. We circled all of the adjectives. Remember, there were a lot. Okay, write new sentences with adjectives. Circle the adjective in each sentence. So I'm going to write some example sentences for you, okay? So something like, okay, so the cat was soft and fluffy, okay? Okay. There's another one. Let's write a couple. Let's write 4 and then we'll circle the adjectives together, okay? Okay, very good, okay. All right, let's circle all of our adjectives when we read our sentences together, okay? So remember, an adjective is just a word that describes, okay? So the cat was soft and fluffy. What are the adjectives here? There's 2. Very good. Soft and fluffy. Very good, okay? The car was very hot inside. What's the adjective here? Very hot, okay? Good, nice. The horse was huge and fast. What are the adjectives? There's 2. Yes, huge and fast. Very good. Excellent. Okay, the last one. The milk was cool and tasty. Okay, what are the adjectives? That's right. Cool and tasty. Very good. Okay, so you did a great job identifying the adjectives in these sentences. So I want you to write 4 of your own sentences now, okay? So you pick what adjectives you want to use. So you should write your 4 sentences and then circle the adjectives when you write them, okay? All right, we are at the end of our lesson for today, I think. Yes. Okay, so I will see you again next time for more English with Teacher Anya. Nice job reading today. Very nice job with your English, okay? See you soon. Bye-bye. 再见.